Thank you everyone for joining us today for our Q&A. This event is organized by MUE Online, Maharishi University of Enlightenment Online, which is an online learning platform offering consciousness-based education specifically designed for women throughout the world. MUE was established in 1998 by Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, the founder of the Transcendental Meditation organizations worldwide. Currently, we are offering enrichment courses and talks by top professionals in their field, such as Kristina, and our curriculum at MUE Online has been designed for everyone, for students, working adults, for retired people, for all different types of people. To see more information about this course and other courses that we have on our platform, you can visit MUE Online, and I'll also post that in the chat. So for those of you who are not yet familiar with what consciousness-based education is, it is a holistic approach to education, developing the full potential of the student by developing their inner consciousness for both experience and understanding of total knowledge. It is essentially education for enlightenment. Our unique consciousness-based education model for women is optimized for learning with a sense of ease and dialogue from the comfort of your own home. So we encourage you to visit our frequently asked questions section to learn more about Maharishi's science of consciousness, and also to go to tm.org to learn about Transcendental Meditation, which is a powerful tool for the development of consciousness and for enhancing all areas of personal life related to your mind, body, behavior, and environment. Also, just to mention, if anyone has questions, please do go ahead and put them in the chat box. I'm very excited to be here today and have this time with Kristina to talk about her course on children's folklore, which starts in just 2 weeks from today at the same time. So thank you again, Kristina, for being here. And just to give a brief introduction, Kristina is an assistant professor at the Department of Musicology and Ethnomusicology at the Academy of Arts University in Novi Sad, Serbia. Previously, she served as a professor of vocational studies at the College of Vocational Studies for Teacher Education in Kinda, Serbia. Kristina was a 2014 recipient of the Romanian government's Ministry of Education and Research Scholarship, and completed her doctoral studies in the Department of Musicology at the National University of Music in Bucharest, Romania, on the topic of topology of Romanian children's folklore in the Serbian Banat countings. So thank you, Kristina.
Yes. First of all, I want to thank you for all my dear friends who are interested in children's folklore. This ethnic gender, I think it's very important because it's able to characterize one of the most interesting ethnomusicological aspects, which form a tight relationship with child psychology and preschool education. I hope that during these 5 lessons, I will show you what are the different kinds of consciousness through the children's games and countings that the children are going through, and what does it mean for their development.
Your course is going to be a very unique and interactive and very informative and very important, also very personal course, expanding our information about musicology and how it fits in with folklore. It's going to be very exciting. Let's start with our questions. First one is, if you could please tell us a little bit about your background.
I was growing up actually, let's say, on the frontier of Serbia and Romania. My mother is Romanian, my father is Serbian. During my childhood, I was actually growing in the village named Cuștilj, just on the border with Romania. When I graduated and finished my musicology, studying ethnomusicology at the Academy of Arts, I was continued to have this research for 9 years. And what is the interesting, because during that 9 years, writing my PhD, I became a mother 3 times. So I was always involved in these children games as a child, as a researcher, also as a mother. So that is my, let's say, not only my job or maybe my profession, or I don't know. I think it's my really passion of my life.
Wonderful. Yes, it's clear to see that you're very passionate about this. So the first question, if we could start with just very basic, is what is folklore?
Folk means people. Lore, logos, means the science. That is the science about people, whole of the whole world. But when we have a musical folklore, we are actually based our research on the music points of view. So we are trying to get all the knowledges that are interaction about people who are singing, and during singing they are clapping hands or doing something with the body percussion, and we are interested in all that function that is happening right in that moment of, let's say, playing or singing or dancing. So that is the folklore, actually music folklore. And the science that is trying to give out all this knowledge, this ancient knowledge, is the ethnomusicology.
Thank you for that answer. So this next question is, how does music relate to folklore?
The music is all around us, from the first our steps, from the lullaby, from the first dances like, I don't know, ringeraya, or first sounds that we are hearing. That is music. The voice of our mother when we are in the tomb, it's also the music. But during that period, we are not so, we are unconsciousness. But that is the sound that we are trying to explain, to see the connection and to see the importance of that sound, all that kind of sounds that are surrounding us from the, how to say, in all parts of our lives.
Great, thank you. So there's a question in the chat. Will you please tell us a story of the choir group you sent a video about in the email? So this is, you won first place not too long ago. So that was sent out in this announcement for your upcoming course. The entire group of multi-age children were extremely coherent. I especially am interested in the collective clapping. I enjoyed the program. And this is by Judy White. Thank you, Judy, for your question.
That was the performing, and we actually won the first prize in the region here in Boughton for the best children's choir. The children are from the 4 years old to 11 years old. We have a rehearsal only one time a week. You saw at the stage, there are two of my very good friends of mine and colleagues, and we are actually trying to combine folklore songs. I don't know if you have saw this video, but we combined from George Bizet, Carmen, and one very popular Serbian song, or so we are playing always with a rhythm, and yes, we are trying to make some simple pada percussion with clapping hands or just marching, and the children really enjoy that, and parents enjoy very much, and the public also. So this is my, how to say, this is really my, I couldn't call them the second job. It's my passion.
Another question from Judy is, were the children from meditating families, referring to Transcendental Meditation, I'm assuming, or was the coherence just from the teacher?
It's just the coherence, but I think that they are feeling me, and they believe in me, I believe in them, and it's some kind of special connection that I'm feeling with them, and I really enjoy working with them. And we never think about the results. My heart is fulfilled when I see them really happy really joyful and really enjoying singing with me. And the coherence is great because at the scene you can feel like some kind of power. It's very powerful, and like the circles of love. I don't know, but it's beautiful. And during, I don't know, 3 or 5 days after rehearsing with them, I feel very energized or very very happy. Very, it's a special feeling. It's like a mission. It's like a different kind of living in the joyfulness. I don't know how to say.
I think you said it very well.
Thank you.
So there's another question about how much of this course will be about writing and how much will be music, or what will the kind of structure of the course be?
The structure of the course, it's about music and the influence of music and the influence of children's folklore on the intelligence, on the children's ability to grow in the very intellectual being. And I think that it's very important to show the people how children folklore is important, and we shouldn't forget, because when we are not stimulating all these kinds of their very vulnerable mind, it's not good for them. It's good to be stimulating all the time with a rhythm, with a music, with verbal skills, with the thinking, creativity, in also in mathematics, in joyfulness. It's everything very connected, but we don't realize it. So I hope I will show you what are all the levels that we are not aware of it, but they are very important for the children's intelligence.
Thank you for that answer. So this question also by Judy White, she asks, I like the rhythm of the counting and ask if rhythm and various levels of consciousness are parallel.
When we think about rhythm, there are 5 different types of rhythm. Maybe in another course, who knows, it will be interesting to have a course about different kinds of rhythm. I will tell you about them. It's distributive rhythm, it's aksak, it's giustosyllabic, parlando rubato, and the rhythm of children's folklore. But it's not the rhythm of consciousness, it's something unconsciousness. The science knows at the moment from 1964 that all the children in the world are singing at the same pattern. There are 24 formulas I will talk about during our course that was discovered by Constantin Brailoiu. He was musicologist, Romanian and French musicologist. And the interesting thing is that all the children in the world are using the same pattern. So we will discover that pattern. And the interesting thing about this pattern, rhythmical pattern, is actually that they are already using children's folklore, but let's say in pop music and heavy metal, in all kinds of music, they are taking this ancient knowledge from children's folklore. So I believe that the research is in the field of ethnomusicological and musicological field will discover all that what I'm talking about, because they are using very much.
So this next question is, what level course is this? Is this a beginner's level course?
I have worked a lot with the educators, with the mothers, with the grandmothers. I believe that this course is for everyone. Yes, the first and second lessons, yes, it's for the beginner. And let's say the third lesson about counting and her secrets, when I will talk about this different kind of consciousness, maybe you will be interested in it, maybe a little more than a beginner level. So that is my answer.
Okay, thank you very much. So here's another question, and that is, are there any age restrictions for taking this course? Is it recommended for a certain age?
There are no age restrictions. So I think everybody should know about this, because it make us who we are as a human being, but we forgot because we are not taking care about children at the same, how to say, during the growing up period. Grandfathers and grandmothers were involved in our childhood. So I think it's going to be of the huge importance during next, let's say, 20, 30, 40 years, because this course is showing how we are growing up as a human through movement, through music, through verbal skill, through social contact. It's so important, through games. It's so natural and so beautiful and so powerful to be a child and to become how to say, a consciousness human who are really enjoy and have a fulfilled life.
Thank you for that answer. So this question is by Mary G. Biller. She asks, do you think these teachings help autistic children?
Very good question. I have to say yes, yes, and yes. You saw the choir, the children's choir that I work with. In that choir, I will tell you there are autistic children. I don't know if you saw, but if you look a little bit better, you will see that they are not performing so good, or so they are not always active. But during my professional year, I realized that their skills are becoming better and better. Sometimes they are not saying a word. I have a children who they don't want to speak, they don't want to sing, they are just sitting. Sometimes, many times, they are sitting on the lap of their parents and just they are just there. But in the meantime, you think that nothing is happening. After that, after 3 or 4 months, something is starting to happen. Actually, they, like, like you are turning the lights off. They're starting to sing, and I was just shocked. Well, my answer is yes. We never know when the lights is gonna turn on, but yes, it's turning. And I think that we, let's say, saved or raised many children with disabilities during this 5, 7 years, and I believe we helped them. But I'm not a doctor, medical. I didn't finish the medicine, so I can't talk about from that point of view. But as a mother, as a musicologist, as a music pedagogist, yes, yes, it's enormous change in the child's psychology, and they feel that energy. They feel very warmed and well. Something is turning on their light in their souls, and they are starting to sing. I don't know when it's going to happen, but it's happening when they are ready.
Thank you for that answer. We actually skipped one question, so I want to go back to that, and that is if these classes will be available and recordings for someone who maybe can't attend the live session. Will they be able to go back and see the recording after the class?
I would love to, and I think it will be available because we spoke about, and I will be happy to share my knowledge and to share everything that I discovered as a scientist, as a mother, as a professional, and to share and to help to all the children in the world, because they need our help. They really need. So anything what is best for all our children, I think uh, it's a blessing.
Great. Yes. So we will definitely have those available. Next question from Judy White is, are people who are advanced in music aware of these things you are saying? They seem almost pre-verbal, universal, but not intellectual.
No, unfortunately, no. I'm also working with a second year of students at music pedagogy, and they are not aware. And it's a sad thing because I think that they are having only, only a little particles of knowledge, but they can't see the whole picture. More aware of, let's say, of importance of this folklore gender are the educators, because they are working with children every day. In Serbia, they are working with 25-30 children, so it's very important for them. I was involved during the childhood of my daughters. I was helping always educators of my daughters, and I'm helping now also the parents for musical lessons of my children. So I think that maybe educators and teachers are much more aware than the professional one, because they are really involved in the children's soul, what they are feeling, how they are feeling. If they are feeling well, what is going to give them a joy, happiness, or fulfillment, and this feeling of belonging somewhere, and to feel love, and to feel appreciate, and to feel really human, loved by other children, and loved by educators and their teachers, and really to feel well.
It's very clear that you are a pioneer in this field, and it's that passion that drives you to really preserve this knowledge of folklore and music, and in the performances that we've seen, it really comes across the connection that you have with your students, and it's really beautiful. And which is why we're really excited to share this with our MUE audience. So there's a few comments that I'll read and we'll wrap up the questions. Judy White says, since TM, Transcendental Meditation, helps autism, it might be especially interesting to see how combining this music and TM would benefit them. And she also says, I think they would have their hearts greatly fulfilled to be able to work with Kristina.
Yes,
and then she also says, yes.
Beautiful.
She says, I support this musical transformation and had no interest until I read your email today. I don't have any connections to children or music. Would the course help me to help support your mission? Please feel free to share this announcement that was sent out and, tell your friends about it. Let's see. A question came in. How long will each session be during the course? And another question is, will there be a chance for Q&A during the course? And another question is, will there be interaction with other course participants during your course?
Yes, it will be my pleasure to have a Q&A, of course, questions and answers. I like and really enjoy working with people, with children from, I don't know, from 4 to 84 years. I didn't mention it, and I didn't show you that we actually have a choir of the parents and grandchildren, not only grandchildren, but with the grandfathers and grandmothers. So we are really unique. And maybe I will show you some video records that they have made. And we are trying to put all these generations together, because everybody is important, during the childhood, especially grandmothers and grandfathers. And the course will be 1 hour and a half. There will be question and answers. So for anybody who will like to be on this course, you are welcome. And yes, it will be recorded also, and you could see all this lesson whenever you are having a free time.
Wonderful. Thank you again so much, Kristina, for joining us today. And this has been really inspiring and informing, and can't wait till the course starts. The course starts in just 2 weeks from today at the same time. So that is the 27th of July, and it will be once a week on consecutive Saturdays. So 5 Saturdays for those 5 classes. And you'll meet with Kristina, and it'll be engaging, and it'll be so much fun and informing. So quickly sign up. Thank you everyone again for joining. And again, thank you, Kristina. Thank you for for this course. And we hope to see everyone here on the course that starts in 2 weeks.